Hey everyone, I'm Melanie from Streamline Legal, where we help law firms get the most out of their practice management software. I am so excited to be back here. It has been a little while since we've made a video, and we have so much to share with you guys that we're going to dive right in. I'm super excited to be talking tonight about Clio's new tasks. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things on the screen here. Keep in mind that a lot of the functionality of the tasks themselves are the same, but we can view them in a totally different way, which I think is really going to be helpful to a lot of firms. So I'm going to dive right into Clio. And before we hop into looking at our task lists itself, I'm going to hop on over here to create a new task. And we can do that right from this green button up in the top right screen. And I'm going to dive into this task box, and you'll see here it's asking for a lot of the same things that it used to ask for. We need a name of the task, a description, a priority. Those are all things we've seen before. Who it's assigned to. Now you'll see though, we've got this new box right here that says private task. Just be careful if you're using private tasks. They truly are private to the individual that made them. And so in my mind, one of the big benefits of sharing tasks across the firm is so that we can see what other people are working on and how it relates to the things we're working on. And that kind of communication can take place by default. If our tasks are private, then we lose the ability to communicate that across the firm. So please make sure that if you are using them, you're using them with a very limited purpose, and making sure that we know how we're going to use them and using them consistently across the firm. We've also got this type task, type status, and time estimate. These are all things that come with the Clio Elite subscription. So if you have that, you'll see these boxes here. And if you don't, then those will be gone. And then, of course, the related matter. We're going to stick in a matter here, and you'll be able to see when I do that, it gives me different options for a due date. So I can have a due date just like I had before on a particular date, but I can also make that task relative to another task. Now keep in mind, this is a functionality that existed in our tasks previously. It just wasn't so blatant or so obvious. But what it means is that I can make a task dependent on another one. So if I go in here and say, okay, well, I want this new task, which is draft motion. I want that new task to pop up 3 days after this other task here, which is, making sure I have some matter notes in there. So I can use that functionality. It's a lot easier to see. It's a lot easier to visualize, and I can go ahead and create that task just like I did in the past. So there's not a ton of different functionality there. Where the biggest difference lies, and what I think will really be helpful for everyone, is when we click on task list and to see our list of tasks, you'll see at first it looks a little overwhelming, right? That's because I've never been in here yet. I haven't done anything yet. But the beauty of this screen, much like our Matters screen, is that now I can go ahead and I can control what I'm seeing on this screen. So if I click here in columns, just like I would in the Matters tab, I can go ahead and say, I don't need that action button. I'm not real worried about that right now. I do want to see when it's due. This is a new feature, is to be able to see when the task was completed for completed tasks. So that's a nice addition. And then we've got the name and description. Let's say I'm not concerned about the time estimate. I'm not concerned who assigned it to me. I know they're all assigned to me on this screen, so I don't need that column. And, I can get rid of some of these columns that don't matter to me so much, right? So I can go ahead and take off those. And now when I update those fields, it's just going to show me what I want to see. And that I think is super nice, because now I can design this view to see whatever makes my life easier. The other thing I want to point out to you here is that, again, much like the other matter screens in Clio and contact screens, I can move these columns around. So if I would prefer to see this one over here and I want to see this one a little expanded, we can design that. Also, don't forget that we've got, let's see, these are my upcoming tasks. I can sort them by when they're due. I can look at the tasks with no due dates, which is a great thing to be able to find those hiding amongst all our others, and then look at our completed tasks as well. The other nice thing I really like is I like to add a lot of detail to my tasks. You can't see that in all of these because these are completed, but if you look at some of these upcoming tasks, I've got quite a bit of detail in here, and I want to make sure we can see all that. In the past, I would have had to go to each task and click expand and click expand and click expand all the way down the list. That was annoying. So now we've got a button down here that says expand rows. And when I click on that, it's automatically going to expand those rows for me. And so I can see all the detail when I want to, or simply hide it away if I don't need to. So I really believe that this screen right here, and again, when we look at our completed tasks, to be able to see the completed dates and sort by the completed dates as well, is going to be really, really helpful. So please do check out your new task lists once you log in. Keep in mind that the new tasks are still in beta, so they're rolling them out very slowly. So if you haven't seen them yet, feel free to reach out to Clio and request to have them added to your account if you'd like, or you can wait till they get to you. Excellent. So it's been a pleasure. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and we will see you very, very soon back at Streamline Legal. Thanks so much.